What happens when asylum seekers get caught between two countries' immigration policies? This week, we're seeing families trapped in what lawyers are calling a black hole at the United States-Canada border. Plus, Canada's immigration numbers tell a surprising story that affects millions. I'm your host here in Info Express, and this is your weekly migration update. Let's start with the most urgent story this week. Families from Haiti and Pakistan who tried to claim asylum in Canada were turned away over paperwork issues. But here's the problem. They're now stuck in ICE detention in the United States with nowhere to go. Immigration lawyers are calling this a black hole because these families can't move forward in either country. This isn't an isolated incident. It's becoming a pattern as both countries tighten their border controls, leaving vulnerable families caught in the middle. Now let's talk numbers because they reveal a lot about what's really happening. Canada admitted 207,650 permanent residents in the first half of 2025. That's significantly down from 255,950 last year. But here's what's interesting. Canada still has a target of 395,000 for the entire year. The government's new plan shows they're actually scaling back. By 2027, they're planning to admit only 365,000 permanent residents annually. This represents a major shift in Canada's traditionally welcoming immigration stance. Meanwhile, the Trump administration's policies are creating ripple effects across the border. In just 6 days in July, Canadian border officials at one crossing alone received 761 asylum claims. That's a 400% increase from last year. Canadian officials admit they're bracing for more, but they're uncertain what to expect. This uncertainty is creating chaos for everyone involved, from government agencies to the migrants themselves. And there's more complexity. The US just announced they've hit their annual cap for EB-2 green cards, cutting off a major pathway for skilled immigrants. So we're seeing restrictions on both sides of the border, creating a perfect storm for migration challenges. These stories matter because they affect real families and real communities. If you want to stay informed about these critical immigration issues, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Share this video with someone who needs to understand what's happening at our borders. And let me know in the comments, what questions do you have about US-Canada migration policies? I read every comment and use your questions to shape future episodes. Immigration policy isn't just about numbers and regulations, it's about human lives caught between changing political winds. As we've seen this week, when two countries tighten their policies simultaneously, the people seeking safety and opportunity pay the price. I'll be back next week with more updates on migration news that affects millions. Until then, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, these aren't just statistics, they're stories of real people looking for a better future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.